Hey guys, it's Tony with Throw the Grower. You guys looking to do a steering upgrade on your TJ, LJ, XJ, MJ, or maybe even your ZJ? You want something that's durable and reliable off-road, but still have really good on-road qualities? Well, today we're installing a kit on this TJ that's going to do just that. Now, let me show you what we have on this TJ. It's really not a bad kit, but it's not meant for the type of off-roading that we do with this TJ. This kit here is the Rugged Ridge HD kit. It's been on there for a couple years, but the thing is, when we drive this vehicle, we off-road it. So it's probably only been off-roaded probably 10 times in the last 2 years, so it really doesn't get driven a lot. But this tie rod here is pretty bent, and we haven't had it off-roading that a whole lot to be bent like that. I think the Rugged Ridge kit is more for somebody that's going to be daily driving and just doing mild off-roading with it. If you're going to do something that's a little more extreme, this isn't the kit for you. But it is a good, I would say a good quality, middle-of-the-line steering kit. The steering kit that we're going to put on today is definitely a tried and true kit. It's been around for many, many of years. I know people in my Jeep club that run this kit since like 2010. They might do some maintenance on the tire rod ends and stuff like that, but they haven't bent it and they just keep running it. I'm going to show you my daily driver, the type of kit that I have on that. It's from RPM. It's a really strong kit, but you got to do a lot of modifications. So let me go ahead and show you that one. Okay, so here's my kit on my daily driver. The links are aluminum and it has heim joints on each end, and the heim joints are offset, so it gives you enough clearance when you're turning that you're not hitting anything. But the problem is I get bump steer with it, and it doesn't drive as well as I would like it to. And when I called RPM before I ordered the steering for it, and I asked them, hey, what do I need to do to make this drive well on road and still be strong and durable off-road? Well, they told me to put a drop pitman arm on it along with a drop track bar bracket. And if I wanted to keep my sway bar, that I needed sway bar link extensions. So I did all that. I put the drop pitman arm on it, put the drop track bar on it, and I cut the old sway bar link brackets off the axle and welded extensions on there. Well, I still get bad bump steer, and my track bar and my drag link, they need to be as close to parallel to each other as possible. Well, it's still slightly off. So unfortunately, all the money I spent on this steering, it doesn't drive that well on the road. So I'm gonna have to do a track bar flip kit on it, and which kind of cool. I found a company, I think it's called Fab. They actually make a track bar flip bracket along with the track bar. So I'm going to go ahead eventually and order that for this and see how well it does. But if I would have known I was going to have this much trouble with it, the kit that I'm putting on this TJ would have just went on this TJ. So this steering kit is pretty easy. It's just a bolt-on kit. You can install it right in your driveway. Today it's pretty hot out, so I'm going to go ahead and head to the shop because I don't have my shop tied up right now. So we're going to get in this TJ and head over to the shop and get this kit on here. All right, so here it is, the steering that I've been talking about. Finally, so it's the Currie Rock Jock Correct Link. So this steering system is basically a beefier version of the factory drag link and tie rod setup that comes on your TJ, your XJ, MJ, ZJ, whatever it is, LJ. But they claim that this steering system is 200 times stronger than that factory steering setup, which I believe it. It is pretty beefy. Now, the only downfall is if your vehicle is stock or like 2 inches of lift, you will have to do some modifications. So this drag link, they say on the adjustment sleeve, the tie rod end on the drag link and the drag link itself will probably have to be trimmed a little bit. So when you do your adjustments, those ends aren't touching inside that sleeve, not allowing you to do the full adjustment. So that is the downfall with this kit. But usually, if you're looking to upgrade to a beefy steering kit like this, you probably already have a lift on it. So 3 inches or more, this thing would be perfect. Now, they say the biggest lift is 5 to 6 inches of lift that you can use this steering kit on. Now, if you have a 4-inch or higher lift kit, they say you do need to do a drop pitman arm along with a drop drag link bracket. Now, what that does, it allows everything to get back into factory specifications. So when you put this on, this steering kit will act just like the factory kit. So you shouldn't have to worry about any type of bump steer or anything like that. It should drive like factory, but you're getting the beef that comes along with it. So that is definitely a really nice trade-off. And the really good perk about this steering is you don't have to ream or drill the knuckles out to change to like a Heim joint setup. You have plenty of clearance for your sway bar link brackets on your axle, so you don't have to cut those off and weld extensions on there. And also, your geometry is back to factory, so you won't have to worry about doing a front track bar flip kit on the axle. So this thing will get you driving like factory, along with having that extra beef durability when you go off-roading. So that's usually what everybody's looking for. And some people don't want to have to do all those modifications. Now, on this one, I'm kind of glad we're going to this because my daily driver that I have, I got that RPM steering kit that I showed you guys, and it just doesn't drive well. And if I would have known that I was going to run into all those problems when I put that kit on there, I wouldn't put that on there. I would have put this Currie Rock Jock setup on there. Okay, now that the old steering kit is off and the new steering kit is on, it's time to do the alignment, which it's not bad to do. It's easy to do at home, especially on a straight axle vehicle. Okay, so on this vehicle, I had to put the vehicle down on jack stands because when the suspension hangs, this drag link changes angles and it causes the alignment to change. So on a vehicle that has a tie rod that goes from knuckle to knuckle, it's okay if the suspension's hanging. It's not going to change. But on this one, I had to put down on jack stands to do the alignment. Now, what I use to do alignment is pretty simple. I use this tool here along with the tape measure, and it works pretty well. So these are the brackets I got off Amazon. All I do is go onto your hub, and you put 2 lug nuts on it and just snug them up on both sides. So it's pretty simple. Just put them on there, put some lug nuts on there. There's also spots to put your tape measure. Now what I do for alignment, I like to toe the wheels in 1/16 of an inch. Now the reason why I like to do that is this is a rear wheel drive vehicle. So when the vehicle is going down the road, the rear wheels are pushing the vehicle, essentially causing the front wheels to pull out. So when you tow your front wheels in 1/16 of an inch, it's just pulling them straight. So you're driving straight down the road. So you can get the best drivability out of them, plus the best tire wear. Now a lot of people like to tow the tires out 1/16 of an inch. Now what they're doing is trying to hide some drivability issues. So maybe something that's out of whack on your suspension or your steering. So all that does is cover up problems. So if you tow in your toe just 1/16 of an inch, I promise you're going to get the best drivability and the best tire wear. I've been doing it that way for over 15 years now, and I haven't had a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and get these bolted up and get the alignment done. All right, now that I got the toe adjusted, we're good with that. I'm gonna go ahead and get the tires on this, and I'm gonna get it sat on the ground. From there, we can adjust the steering wheel. What I like to do is get the wheels on it, and I'll pull the vehicle forward and backwards a couple times without touching the wheel. That gets the wheel pretty centered. And then I'll do a basic adjustment with this drag link to get the wheel straight, and then you'll have to take it out and drive it. Sometimes you'll be spot on. Sometimes you have to make some small adjustments to get that wheel straight. But it works pretty good that way. It definitely helps if you have an extra person watching the wheel, but majority of the time I don't, so I just make it work. Man, it's hot out today. I ended up this taking me 2 days to do because yesterday when I started on it, it got really hot. So I called it quits. So I got back here in the morning to get started on it. Somehow I got the steering wheel already pretty close. I backed it up a couple times, and the wheel seems to be pretty straight to me. See if I can show you here. So that's pretty close. I'm going to snug up the sleeve for the drag link. I already tightened down the tie rod, so make sure you tighten down all the bolts. Put the cotter keys in, tighten down all the bolts, and if you have paint marker, the bolts that you tightened, put a little paint mark on it so you know if it loosens up. It's a really good thing to get a habit of doing. I'm going to go ahead and snug those up. I'm not going to do anything with the steering dampener yet. I want to make sure the wheel is straight, because if I tighten down the steering dampener, then I'll have to loosen back up if the wheel is not straight, readjust it, and tighten it back down. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to tighten it up, go for a drive, and if it's good, then I will go ahead and tighten down the steering dampener, and then we'll be on our way. Okay, guys, I got this Jeep driving straight down the road. The steering wheel straight. This thing drives amazing. No bump steer, nothing. It doesn't wander all over the place. For a kit that is this simple to put on and without having to do any modifications, or being deep enough to go out and wheel it hard and then go drive it around, man, this is definitely worth it. If you guys are looking for a kit that can do all that, this is it. I promise you, it's definitely worth the money. Now, if you're looking to get into a bunch of modifications and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, this is not the kit, because this is so simple. You just bolt it on, do the alignment, and you're good to roll. Anyhow, I do need to go ahead and bolt down this steering dampener, and the easiest way to do that is usually I have somebody helping me, and they'll just turn the wheel all the way to the driver, so all the way to the left. And then all I do is extend that steering dampener all the way out as far as possible, and I'll bring it back just a hair, and I'll tighten it down. That's all it takes. And then you'll be good to go. So that's it. Pretty simple. So if you guys have any comments on this steering kit or anything I did in this video, please leave a comment below. I'll get back to you. And if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Have a good one.